Yes, good evening. Chat box is locked until and unless I invite you to write some comments. Please don't write anything in chat box because it distracts. So, formality and requirement, they are two different counterparts. So, we don't bother about formality. So, we'll bother about essentials. Hello and welcome to Seven Sentinels. This is Grandmaster with you. My name is Simon Peter and I'm here with you for the very first session online, especially for the newly registered students. but it is equally important for the earlier students also. So keep calm and let the Grandmaster do the work for you. Take your pens and papers or books or whatever it is, notepad or whatever. Be glued from the very beginning to the end, because everything is important. Because you are important. You, as an individual, you are important. Remember that. This session is for you, not for me and not for anybody else. This session is for you, especially because you demand extraordinary things. So here I am. So this is the orientation session. Fine. Now, what do you mean by orientation session? At the very outset of the course, we are going to provide you some basics to understand how this platform works. This is not just a platform, this is a conglomeration of platforms. There are a number of things run parallelly. There are Telegram channels, there are WhatsApp network, different groups, and there are chambers for speaking and correction panels, Zoom sessions, direct live corrections, a number of things. So we are going to understand how this network goes on. I'm an individual. I operate, and every student I am bothered of, because you come especially to me. Yes, to the teacher. Because teacher is the prima facie. So it depends on the teacher, mostly. But to tell you frankly, this is a teacher's centered course. No, this is not the curriculum centered course. No, it's not a curriculum centered course. It is a student centered course, because student is very important here. Every individual student, you are the heart and soul of this project. If you're not there, nothing is there. If you're not there, the course is not there. If you're not there, the sessions are not there. If you're not there, the teacher is not there. If there is no student, what will the teacher do? So, student-centered approach. So you have to understand how we work. That is what it is. You are important. Every message, every voice, every aspect of yours is taken into consideration, because you are the pivotal force. Remember that. Why the student is very important? For me, let me tell you one thing. Because I am a teacher, and the teacher cannot do without the learner. So learner-centered approach. I'm going to tell you a number of things. A number of things. If you feel that these points are very important, because I don't jot down a number of things, they just flow. So if you want, try to understand and try to jot down some important points. Firstly, let me talk about the three approaches. The three approaches. 3 is a very crucial number, because many things round up around these. three-way approach. Right. The first one is the teacher-centered approach. That means teacher is important. What all the teacher says, that is important. That is teacher-centered approach. That means student doesn't know anything. Student has no importance. Only the teacher, whatever he says is important. All right. No doubt the teacher is important, but the student is more important than the teacher. There are a number of students who work out on their own and finally succeed. So teacher is not always important. Yes. So second approach is the subject-centered approach. First one is the learner-centered approach. Second one is the teacher-centered approach, subject-centered approach. And the third one is learner-centered approach. So teacher-centered approach, subject-centered approach, and the learner-centered approach. Right. Now, second one, subject-centered approach. What are we supposed to learn? That rules everything. What the teacher wants to teach is not important. What the student wants to learn is not at all important. What the subject has to be learned is all the more important. It's dominant. Now, coming to the third point, the learner-centered approach. Now here, what does the student want is more important. The student wants a number of things. He wants vocabulary. So vocabulary should be taught. He wants a good teacher. Teacher should be provided. So everything is based on the learner. Now, having learned about the three-way approach, now we'll go to another thing. These are called foundations of education. Because I'm a teacher trainer, so I train a number of teachers. So teacher trainer, I know what it makes, what is required for a teacher. So that is important. So these are called foundations of education. First one is the sociological foundations of education. Or let us say philosophical foundations of education. Philosophy, that means what you are learning. Is it important? Why it is important? What does the society benefit from this? How it is useful for the people? How it benefits the candidate who is learning? Is it really good? What are the advantages? What are the drawbacks? So these are called philosophical foundation. Philosophy, why, who, what. So this is that. Second one is sociological foundations of education. Philosophical foundation. Why? What is the philosophy behind it? What is the logic behind it? What is the ideology behind it? What's the notion behind it? I want to migrate to a better, greener land. I want to go to the UK. I want to go to Canada. I want to go to some other country, English-speaking country. That is the philosophy behind it. So if your philosophy is depending on this particular aspect, then definitely you deserve this. It's not a choice, this or that. It is this only, one and only option. I'm ready to do or die for this. This is my breath. This is my everything. Do you have that burning desire? Then you are for this. Sociological foundations of education. The community, the society, the environment, does this accept it? Yes. This certificate is accepted by particular communities. So that is why this is very important. If it is not accepted, then you will never opt for it. So that is the priority now. Third one is the psychological foundations of education. What are these psychological foundations? It depends on the individual himself, on the gray matter, the brains, the psychology. Am I eligible for that? Am I suitable for that? Can I do it? Is it suitable for my behavior, my attitude, my style, my understanding, my ability, my memory, my retention, my grasping power, my logical reasoning? All of these conglomerate or converge into psychological foundations of education. If any one of these is lacking, it's difficult. Memory is important. Retention is important. What I learn, will I retain it? When do I retain it? When I memorize it, when I apply it. Application of knowledge. Learning for learning's sake, learning for application's sake, learning imbibed, learning applied to every moment in my life. I'm proud to say that my teachers taught me a number of things. Because of that, I am a teacher. Teaching was the worst profession I used to think. When I was a child, because every one of my family members is a teacher. My sisters are teachers. My parents are teachers. My near relatives are teachers. Almost everyone, even my wife is a teacher. So I am proud to say that I come from a teaching community. So that has gone into my nerves. When I was studying 12th grade and my mother was taking tuitions, I used to teach my mother's students. So that is what it is. I did not want to become a teacher in the first place because teacher was the lowest paid member in the society that particular time. And so, and one more thing was, I never wanted to be a public servant because you are limited. Your knowledge is, you cannot, you are under pressure. You cannot do whatever you want to do. So that's the second thing. I wanted to implement changes, dramatic things. I want to be a harbinger of progress, transformation of lifestyles. Today, I'm proud to say that there are many nurses, superintendents, or professors of nursing colleges, and doctors, a number of professions. They tell me, sir, what you teach is for our very lives. What all examples you tell in your sessions, we apply them in our practical working environment. We tell our staff members, we tell our juniors, we encourage our colleagues, parallel levels. We now see in a different angle, sir. We don't see it as a problem, but we see an opportunity to solve a problem where we come out victorious and we are rewarded by appreciation. They look forward to us for different problematic situations, for solutions. I tell my students in my sessions, I don't teach you, I don't give you fish. I give you the art of fishing. There's a poem or a song or whatever it is. Give me a fish, I will live for a day, and teach me fishing, my master. My master is added in between. It's mine. Teach me fishing, my master. I live a lifetime. Today I give you fish because you are my friend. Tomorrow you again come stretching your hands. Give me another fish. So you need fish every day. So what am I supposed to do? I have to teach you fishing. So you'll never stretch your hand. That's it. There's a difference. There's a difference approach. Normally, 90% or even 99% of fathers, they tell their children, hold my finger. And they are in the middle of an exhibition. The wife, the husband, the children, daughter and the son, and a group of people thronging, moving around. Everywhere, a lot of hustle and bustle. And then suddenly the son whom you have commanded to catch hold of your finger, he suddenly sees sweet candy and he leaves your finger and runs towards the daddy, I want the candy, and he's lost in the mob. And you start to panic. You run hither and thither in search of your son. For the time being, he's lost. You'll go to the mic, you'll announce. Somebody catches him and brings him to you back. And you thrash him or scold him or hit him or whatever you do. For what? Is it not your fault? Whose command? It is your command and he obeyed it. He caught your finger. Who is at fault? The poor child or you? I'm a different father. I'm a totally different father. I never ask my son to catch hold of my finger because I know he's a son and his mind is not mature and he's attracted for minor things and he may lose attention and he may leave my finger at any point of time and I will lose the connection. So I tell, give me your finger and I'll catch hold of his finger. Whatever happens in the world, I'm not going to lose my son for even a second. That is the difference. You are my children. I am your father. Father is the first teacher and teacher is the second father. What the father cannot fulfill of the son's desires, the teachers fulfill. And what the teachers cannot provide, the father provides. They are a wonderful relationship. They are not substitutes. They are equally important compartments, watertight compartments which run parallel. They never meet, but they are within the sight. Otherwise, the train in which the child is journeying, the train collapses. It moves no further. Beware. Beware. So that is the responsibility of a teacher. Of course, I agree. The world has changed a lot. It's a business environment. It's a struggle for survival. Whatever they get, they're fine with it. And once it is got, the responsibility is lost. It is for name's sake. Even the father is not bothered about the children. The mother is not bothered about the children these days because they don't take the responsibility entirely. That is what is happening around the world. It's become a blame game. I'm working so hard. You look after the children. I'm equally working. Why don't you take 50% responsibility? It's your fault. It's your fault. Children are left nowhere. And that is the reason why the education is not taken care of. And same thing happens. Parents say it is the responsibility of the teachers, and teachers say it is the responsibility of the student. Parents say teachers' responsibility. Ultimately, where does the responsibility lie? That's the point in question. So we have come in a situation, I feel very sad. After completing 15 years of schooling from the kindergarten till +2, 15 years of schooling. Nursery, lower kindergarten, upper kindergarten, 10 years of schooling, and 2 years of post-schooling, pre-university. So 15 years, plus bachelor's 3 or 4 or 5 years, whatever, almost 18 to 20 years of schooling. Wonderful schooling wherein you have spent almost 8 to 10 hours. Again, we have to go to school. Again, we have to go to a teacher. For what? For learning English. I really pity the students. What is this, the problem of the students? At least if one teacher motivates the student 100%, English teachers I'm talking, the student will after 20 years never join a training course for English. I'm very sad. But things have gone wrong and we are here to learn. So let us learn with all our heart, wholeheartedly. WHOLEHEARTEDLY, not without a W. That is wholeheartedly. That means a hole in the heart. It's whole heart in its entirety. Let us be 100%. Dedicate ourselves. I want to learn means I want to learn. There are many employees working and they're coming and joining, but they don't have time to study. 8 hours of duty, some people 12 hours of duty. In spite of that, they're coming and studying. I really appreciate your patience. But after 12 hours of work, the mind is boggled and worn out. How can you give the first priority to education? Unless you give 100%, you cannot gain the best benefit out of this. Right. So, now these are the concerns: philosophical foundations, sociological foundations, and psychological foundations. Then again, there are 3 streams of training. One is upward training. That means it goes up. That means I learned many things from many students. There was one student who taught me the word oodles. Oodles. O-O-D-L-E-S. Oodles. What do you mean by the word oodles? I was shocked. Is it something like noodles without an N? I was perplexed. And I appreciated the child, and I told him, just sit down. And I typed on my computer, and I found out the meaning, and I said, you have taught me this word. I, as a teacher, never came across this word. And you are my teacher for this word. So I learned many things from the students. A teacher is an evergreen learner. That is what I believe. Language is an ocean, and every day I learn a number of things. So this is called upward training. Many situations, it happens. Some junior students, freshers, they teach the senior students. Then second way is parallel. That means we learn as a team. We have groups. One person gives some words and some other student gives some other group of words. So like that we learn from everyone. In our groups, there are almost thousands of audios, thousands of letters, and they are writing number of things. And the students are going and reading them, and they learn number of things. So this is called parallel learning. It's not always the teacher teaches. Many times we learn from our friends. We don't know 100% whether it is right or wrong, but even then you're learning something. If a boy says a word and he gives a wrong meaning, the meaning is wrong, but at least the word is right. A boy says a word, but he gives a wrong spelling, but at least the word is right. The spelling is wrong, no problem. No matter whatever it is, you're going to learn something or the other. So be open to everything. And third one is the downward learning. The teacher passes on information perfected. He does everything for his student. He prepares well in advance. So trust the teacher. But trust the teacher And before trusting the teacher, check out the credentials of the teacher. Is this teacher really a teacher, or is he a part-time product? There are a number of part-time products. Just they clear the OET and they come and start teaching. A person who just cleared OET, is he capable to teach you? Just because they are taking some less fees or something like that, and just pleasing you. First, 3 things you have to learn. I'm telling you, 3 things you have to learn. 3 is very important. 3 is very important. The number 3. First of all, ask whether his academic qualifications are valid. Is he a bachelor in English language or literature? Is he specialist in English? Does he hold a bachelor's degree in English or not? At least a bachelor's English. It's called specialization in English. Many people say, oh, we have studied in English medium. Every time we talk in English. That doesn't make you an English teacher. Because if all the English medium people become English teachers, that means 50% of the people in the world are English teachers. There's no doubt. If a zoology teacher has to have zoology in his bachelor's to become a teacher, if a mathematics teacher has to have a foundation in mathematics to become a maths teacher, a Sanskrit teacher or a Persian teacher should have a foundation in Persian. Not anybody who is speaking Persian cannot teach. That means all the Persians can teach Persian language. All the French people can teach French language. No. They are native French, but they cannot teach French because they are not specialized. So they should have at least a graduation. To teach till 7th grades in the school only, you need a bachelor's degree. That is what all the governments declare. And you are blindly going and placing your life's ambitions in these part-time teachers who just before going, after succeeding OET or before entering their dream country, in between they have 2 or 3 months gap and they're making something out of it. Yes. Once I had a student, she wanted to study OET writing because she said she failed in writing, and she said, don't put my videos, sir, don't put my audio, sir, don't put anything, even my name, don't. I asked why. She said, I'm a teacher. I'm working in a famous institute. I did not clear my writing only. All others I cleared. I'm going to club my scores if I clear. I said, what a pity. What a pity. Poor lambs blindly going and falling into these hands. Beware. When you buy tomatoes, 20 rupees per kg, you check each and everything, touch it, check it, everything, scrutinize it, probe whether there is any default or worms are there or spoiled or rotten. Everything you check and purchase it. Why don't you pay 2 rupees extra and go and purchase those which are cleaned, gleaned, and decorated nicely, ready to purchase? 2 rupees extra you give and purchase. So go to the best trainer. I'm not telling, come to me, please. I never ask anybody to come to me. Never, never, never. Because I know that when the quality is good, people flock around you. When the things are valuable, they are easily sold. Yes, of course. So don't think that I'm telling all these things to come to me. No way. And I do not admit many students, especially those students are full-time employees and full-time parents. I won't. Normally and always. So you need to dedicate full time for that. So second one is professional qualification. Why I'm telling you all these things? Because you are going to stay with me for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. You should know what I am delivering, what goods I am giving you. Almost you have tasted it. That's why you are with me. Either through Telegram channel or WhatsApp groups or through Zoom or through YouTube or through my website. You have seen my work, you have tested it, and then you have come to me. Or you are referred by somebody. You did not come just like that. Okay, fine. Next one. Second qualification is teaching qualification. Teachers need 2 qualifications. Doctor needs only 1 qualification. Nurses need only 1, but teacher is specialized. Teacher needs 2 qualifications. Or you say 3 qualifications. Second one, academic qualification showing that you are excellent in English. Excellent in English doesn't mean that you are excellent for teaching. You need teacher training certificate. You need a B.Ed to teach till 7th grade. You need an M.Ed to teach above. Masters in teaching. Masters in education. That means you need specialization, even more. So, this is the qualification. You are going to learn all these foundations. For example, yesterday one student called me and asked me, messaged me and said, I just came from duty, sir, and it was very full COVID duty and I was struggling and my mind is little upset. Then I said, relax, relax, spend some time with your family. And when you're totally relaxed and you're fresh, come back. She said, yes, sir. That is what it is. When mentally you are boggled with a lot of things and you are tired and worn out, and that situation you come and start doing something, then as a teacher, I have to tell, no, this is not the right time for you. It is like a 2-year-old boy asking a meat chunk, which is hard to digest. You will not give him. You say, my dear son, this is not for you. And you take that one and give it to a 7-year-old boy because he can digest it, he can grind it. But this boy whose teeth are yet to be developed, you will not give him. That is the difference. So as a teacher, one should know what is right, what is wrong, when to do what. He should realize that one because the child does not know. No problem, sir. I want to study, sir. I want to clear. No, don't say I want to clear OET. Say I want to learn English. If you want to clear in OET, you will not learn English. But if you learn English, you will clear OET. What is more important that you should realize? Many students say, I want to clear OET. I want to clear OET. So your goal is something different and you are trying to do something else. It is like you want to ride a bicycle, but you're running alongside it. If you want to ride a bicycle, you have to sit on it, fall down, get injuries. But after 5 or 6 attempts, you can at least hold. That is. So, B.Ed or a teacher training certificate, CELTA or a TESOL. These certificates are very important because they train you how to teach, what to teach, when to teach, why to teach, how to teach, and what not to teach, when not to teach. Yes. We learn about methods. We learn about motivation. We learn about encouragement. We teach you. We don't tell you how to be motivated. We don't tell. We directly motivate. I tell one student, learn 10 words and write them, and immediately say, I'll put that one. Then I'll say, excellent, and I'll put one shoulder symbol there, and oh, wow, excellent. Then I say, all others, write 10 words and put. Then seeing that one, everyone wants to be excellent. So they also put 10 words. So what 10 into 10 students is equal to 100 words. 100 words. 10 students only, but 100 words they got. Each, this is called sharing and caring. This is called teamwork. Teamwork is taught in B.Ed. Teamwork is taught in M.Ed. Pair work, teamwork. Individually, when you have to learn individually. When you learn pair, you have to learn. When you learn team, you have to learn. You cannot mix and match everything and do whatever you want. No way. Logic, reason, perception, understanding. Everything should go, and that interest should be created, that environment should be created. For example, a person is sad. Okay, you just touch his shoulder and say, I am there for you. That is the word which relaxes him. You give anything in the world, that will not console him. The right thing at the right moment. Right thing at the right moment. When somebody asks, sir, explain this, I'll say this is not the time. I'll give an example. One student yesterday, I gave an example. She told me, sir, what is this? I told you, you are learning 1, 2, 3 and you want to do multiplication table. 4,568 into 9,348. It's impossible, my dear. You are just crawling and you want to fly. Hop, skip and jump. That's not possible now. Wait. There's a time for everything. There's a time to cry. There's a time to smile. There's a time to sleep. There's a time to wake up. There's a time to eat. There's a time to dance and enjoy. There's a time for everything. Don't do wrong things at the right time, which is equally wrong as right things at the wrong time. You do everything right, but the timing is wrong. Is a problem. Yes. Wrong position. Your child is sleeping, okay, and you're switching on the light and you're sitting there and reading. Your light disturbs this child. And you want to put a dim light and you are reading. That, broader vision. So something is troubling you, you cannot focus. So, all things apart, teacher training is important. We study 2 years for teachers nowadays. Bachelor's in education, 2 years. A master's in education, 1 year. 1 full year, only these things. What are the methods? Methodology, we say. How to teach English, methodology. So, simple to complex, easy to difficult, known to unknown, easy to difficult. Simple to complex, known to unknown, easy to difficult. So, these are called strategies. If you tell somebody about Paris Eiffel Tower, he will not understand. Tell him about Taj Mahal in India, he will understand. In the same way, there is one famous monument in Paris. Its name is Eiffel Tower. Now you put this. This is Taj Mahal. And now, when you tell them, he will not understand. There are 3 approaches. One is learning through hearing. Learning through hearing. Learning through seeing. So this is called audio, vision, and audio visual. 3 types of approaches are there. When you just hear, there is some impact. When you see, there is more impact. When you hear and see, there is absolute impact. So, we try to create that environment. So, you are going to learn all these things. My experience my knowledge, my English ability, and my all I learned in teacher training, everything I'm experimenting every day, every hour, every minute, and every second, and every moment. Even my silence has an impact. Because I'm making you focus what my next word is. My gestures, my movement of the hand, my movement of the head, everything has an impact. I wantedly do that. Because words come from the heart. Yes. It's like, you talk to your son, you are my son, you are my daughter. So you are father or your mother, you're a son or you are a daughter or you're a friend or anybody, a person playing multiple roles. And the other person is calling you and you are typing something and you're playing video games and you say, okay, mommy, I'm coming. Mother says, oh, he's watching TV. And she says, ha, beta, I love you. Where is love? There's nothing. That feeling comes from the depth of that heart. I love you. Entire body boomerangs with love. It virally rotates the environment and that fellow jumps and comes to you. Where is that feeling which generates impact? Why my students love me? They have a special place in their hearts. I don't know. But one thing I can truly say, I love my students from the bottom of my heart. Deep down in my heart, there is some sharp, point which beats for my students because I am a teacher. I'm proud to say that I'm a teacher because anybody can teach. Anybody can teach. A good teacher teaches. An excellent teacher motivates. But an awesome teacher inspires. That's what it is. I want to be the best. I don't want to be the second. Because you deserve the best. If I tell you what grade you give to your father, you will say number 1. Whatever he is, he's a drunkard or whatever it is, my father is number 1. Because he gave birth to me. That is his problem. Yes. Even a father is a drunkard who drinks and beats his child. But when somebody comes and talks loudly at his father, he'll say, don't touch my father. That's it. So it's very important. It's very, very important. And now coming to our point, the third one is the experience. My hair is almost gray. Many people ask me, why don't you color? I said, why? What for? What makes the difference? Some people say, you look like a professor, you look like a wise man, whatever it is. That is not my problem. That is their perception. But I am as I am. So that's it. So now let me tell you here, experience is very important. Experience brings that charisma in an individual, that special flavor. He has been ripened by time. Every day he has gained wisdom by teaching number of students, and he will always learn from others. So experience matters the most. If I am without experience, let me tell you one thing, a doctor, if I'm asked, this doctor is going to operate for the first time in his life, I dare not. I will never. My heart starts stopping. My heart stops beating the very first instance when I learn that he's going for the operation on me for the first time. I am his experiment. No, no, and no. The same way with the teacher. The same way with the teacher. A person, a doctor who has no experience, just a raw graduate from the college with a certificate, first day of his work tenure, and a person who is in the mid age, that is 40s, 40 years old, doctor who has put in almost 15 years of experience, and the third doctor who is 60 years of age and is about to retire. In today is his last day, and today is his first day. Three doctors are on in the same hospital ward, in the same operation theater. All three together are working on the same candidate. That is Mr. Simon. My goodness, I take myself as an example because I don't want to give somebody else. So, I come there bleeding. I was involved in an accident and blood is oozing from all over my body. See the reaction of the three people. Visualize. The first one panics. Oh, doctor, what to do? Come on, nurse. Come. He panic. I panic. He'll first look at the senior most doctor. And he'll be panting. He'll be worried. He'll be tensed. He'll be upset. He's totally lost his mind. Very first day, this sort of experience I'm going to have. What I'm going to do. He's clueless, absolutely clueless. You are like that today. You're a student. You don't know what is going to happen here. But I'm an expert. Don't worry. Be relaxed. Stay calm. The Grand Master is at work. He knows what to do with everything, every moment and every time. For every minute problem to every major problem, he has his solution ready under his sleeves. He's like a magician. He says abracadabra, and you got the solutions. There is a lot of wisdom under his sleeves. He can bring anything out of it, a dove or a pigeon or an egg or a handkerchief or whatever you want, a pack of cards. He's like a magician. You don't know how the magic is done because you only say, thank you, very good, excellent. Because you're spellbound. He captivates your brain and he actually fools you and you don't know how he's fooling and you're just surprised and shocked at his spontaneous activity. In the same way, the second doctor is in his 40s, 15 years experience behind him, and he knows everything. He's comfortable. He doesn't panic. He has seen a number of cases like this. But he looks to the senior doctor, goes to him and says, Doctor, what shall I do now? I have three options. Shall I do this? Or you want me to? I will be your assistant and I'll follow. Because I see that this is a troublesome case. Maybe I cannot handle it properly. So it is under your control. Whatever you tell, I will listen. Third doctor, that is the senior most doctor, is about to retire. It is his retirement day. He says, he calls by the name, the nursing in charge. Bring the stretcher, relax. bring the stretcher, go there, come here, bring the stretcher, go, carry him, put him on the operation table straight away. Junior doctor, please come here, go and make all his arrangements. And the expert doctor, bring all the surgical apparatus and put it there on the table. Keep everything ready, and I'm there the moment you call me. Smooth running. The wheels are in motion, perfect way, greased properly, no sound, no disturbance, no panic, no anxiety, no worry, no tension. Because the expert is in charge. Trust him, everything is perfected from the beginning till the end. So relax. Whatever problems you are, just panic button. My WhatsApp number. I'm there. The screens, 3 screens are in front of me. I'm there. One is on the Telegram channel, one is on the WhatsApp, and one is the other phone. 3 are there, side by side. Unless and until I am in the lecture, I am available to each and every panic button press. Almost always. So no need to worry. Now, regarding myself, having said all these things, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Peter Simon, and I'm 52 years old. I'm an Indian. I come from a place called Hyderabad in South India. My mother tongue is Telugu, and I can speak almost 10 languages. And I love teaching. This is all about me. I love teaching because teaching is my passion. And you are my bread providers. How can I not respect you? You are the apple of my eye. You're very important. Learn the secret. This is the secret. You deserve the best. Relax, and whatever is told, do that. That's enough. On the very first day, don't worry saying I did not get 30 marks, I'm getting very less marks, not even getting 12 marks. Okay, be happy. You got 12 marks on the very first day. There are many people who say, wait, sir, I will learn some days afterwards, we'll do the test, sir. They already failed to comply to the orders. Do means do. Today you'll get 1 mark. 0, no problem. You are a beginner. 0 marks. It's okay. 1 mark, good. 2 marks, better. 3 marks, best. On the very first day. You have 90 days or 30 days or 60 days or whatever number of days you have for the exam day. Daily add 1 mark to it. At the end of the day, I mean the period, the learning, on the final day of your performance in the official occupational English test, you will come out dancing with joy and a smile dancing on your lips, beaming with happiness. Yes. Okay. Second thing is, I'm a teacher by profession. I have all these 3 qualities a teacher should have, and especially I have not just basic qualities, but specialist qualities, master's degree, not bachelor's degree, it's master's degree. Master's degree. I'm bachelor's in arts from Osmania University, one of the famous universities in the world, which has a number of years To its credit, one of the oldest universities in India, bachelor's degree. Then I have my bachelor's in education, first class with a distinction. Only 9 students got a distinction. Only 9. And I am one, and the only one from English methodology. Because distinctions will be achieved only by mathematics people in the first place, then physics methodology, then science methodology, and the least considered is English methodology or arts methodology. Arts people don't study, that is what everyone thinks. To their utter dismay, I got, just because of one teacher. One teacher, he told me one day, Mr. Simon, I'm expecting a rank from you. If he had not told that one, I would not have got university 8th rank. University 8th rank, just because of the teacher. If I also neglect you, then where will you go? Many students suffering. They say, teachers, we are paying the money, sir. But they say, reading, you only have to do. Listening, you only have to do. How can you do? What are the reading techniques? What are the listening techniques? Skimming, scanning, surfing, solving. Inductive and deductive method. Logical reasoning method. Lot of methods, approaches, strategies, techniques. What should we do first? Should we see the questions first, or should we see the passage first? Should we see the stem first, or the root, or the branches? Should we underline or should we not underline? Everyone has 1,000 questions. Yes. And next, I have a master's degree in English language and literature. That too with a distinction, first class distinction. And that is from Osmania University, Bachelor of Education from Kakatiya University. And then I have master's in education. That means I'm a teacher trainer, not just a teacher. I'm qualified teacher trainer. Okay, because a teacher wants to teach. But a teacher trainer teaches how to motivate and encourage. Because an excellent teacher will minimize his workload. He teaches very less. But the students learn too much. That is what happens in my on my platforms. I teach very less. I teach very less. I just light the candles, and the candles are lit until the end. And every day I light a new candle for myself. That's it. I motivate, I encourage, I boost, I do everything. When others can do, somebody gets 35 marks, I put that one and I say, very good, excellent. Another student, excellent. Oh, these 2 students got. How can we not? Hello, Prabjit got 35 marks. Why we cannot get? Why we cannot get? So that is projecting something, and I'm making that one a big thing. Automatically, everyone is encouraged. One candle I light, that candle itself lights other candles. Teaching I am doing. That first candle I am only lighting. And every time it is about to blow off, I'm going to put my hand behind it. Somebody is at panic, sir, button is pressed, I'm there. I'm there for you. Every second I'm there for you. But give me your time. You give me the least possible time and you want the best possible result. How? They don't match. They don't match. It's a mismatch. It should be higher the time, quality time, higher the grades. Lower the quality, lower the grades. Okay. Directly proportional. But you want indirectly proportional. I want to give less time. I want to get best results. Inversely proportional. They don't match here. I want to spend 70% of the money, but 70% of my salary should be saved. It doesn't match. It doesn't, not at all matches. So now what you are supposed to do is give quality time and you'll get qualitative results. As you sow, so you reap. Many people are suffering 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. What for? Are you giving quality time for that? Just to doing one reading, just to doing one listening and searching for the answers. Actually, till now you did not get 100%. It is yet to come. It is yet to come. That starts from tomorrow onwards. Because you are seeing the answers, you are not learning the answers. What seeing the answers? You are correcting the papers yourself. You are correcting the paper yourself. And when you correct the papers yourself, knowledge, 3 different types. Mere knowing is knowledge. Practical application of knowledge is wisdom. Misusing that knowledge is foolishness. You know that you should not see the answers. You only think that you have to correct the answer. No, you should not correct your answer. If you correct your answer, you already know the answer because you're seeing the answer. You are not learning the answer. You have to learn the answers. You're a learner. You have to learn the answers. Don't you have your husband next to you? Why not you ask him to correct? Don't you have your wife? Why not you ask them to correct? Simon sir cannot correct everyone. Why don't you do it? Why don't you apply this practical knowledge for yourself? Doesn't your husband love you? Doesn't your wife love you? Can't they do this for you? You are mature individuals. You have all the knowledge in the world. You are ruling the world. You are going abroad. You are masters. You are nurse. You are a doctor. You are everything. After knowing it, still you do it. That is nothing but foolishness. Somebody should come and tell you all these things. Mr. Simon should come with a torch and light you. This is where we lack in. We are not able to use our knowledge to the fullest. We just have a minor goal. It is like a horse or a buffalo or a cow in a bullock cart or horse cart or whatever it is. And you do what, you know? You hide the eyes like this. You put some covers for the, so that that horse doesn't go this side, doesn't go this side. Its vision should be focused on front, because for the horse, eyes will be on both the sides of the head. It's not like us, which see straight. So they don't want the eyes to be focusing this side. They want to focus straight. So hide like this. This is called convergent vision. You are seeing only the goal before you. What is that goal? I want result. I want answers. I want to correct. Why you want to correct? Is that only you that you can correct the paper? Ask somebody to correct who is not at all related to this. That is wisdom. Open your brains. I am a brain surgeon. I am an English language doctor. That is what I tell you here. You are my patients now. You have a vocabulary problem. You have a grammar problem. You have sentence construction problem. You have pronunciation problem. You have accent problem. You have different types of language ailments, sicknesses, diseases, whatever you call. That's what it is. And I am your doctor, not an ordinary doctor, but I am a specialist. You are at safe hands. Relax. No panic. I can handle everything perfectly well. Maybe I don't know everything in the world, but whatever I know, that everything within my world, within my knowledge, within my brains, within my heart, within my everything, within my vision, I know that I can do only thing perfect for you. So don't worry. You are in safe hands. Trust me. And don't hold my finger to loosen your grip and run away anytime. There are many students who will leave my hand and go off. Don't be like that. Let me catch hold of your finger. Be within my jurisdiction. Wherever you are, just at the press of a button, you can contact me. Thanks to technology, technological innovations, different types of gadgets, and they are within your reach. So why panic? Relax, stay calm, because the Grandmaster is at work, because you deserve the best. Fine. That is the first part of the orientation session. You know what is the drawback? Because you correct your own work, I thought let them correct, no problem. Some days, few days. I used to correct, but I have limited hours. I cannot force everyone to submit. Yes. What I'm telling you, today I'm telling you, don't correct your own papers. Tell somebody to correct. Ask them to call me. Your husband or brother or sister or friend, talk to me for 5 minutes. I'll tell them how to correct. I'll tell them how to correct. It doesn't make 5 minutes. 5 minutes of investment of mine will benefit you number of ways. So now why I am asking you not to correct? Because out of 40 questions, you got 28 questions, right? And you already see the answers and you lost your chance of learning those things which are difficult, and you will never attempt these things because you'll be doing the same mistake again because you did not learn how to do those things. Every time you go to a new test, every time you do a test, and every time easy answers you do, difficult answers you lose, and again you check, you'll already see the answers and you'll not learn the answer. You are digging your own grave. My words will be powerful. My words will be very powerful. You are digging your own grave. What do you mean by digging your own grave here? You are spoiling your own chances of learning. Because already these 28 questions you already learned. That's why you got correct. There is nothing special in that. Every time you are doing these ordinary things. Ordinary things. Simple things. What all you are able to do, those only you are doing. Now what you have to do here, where you are ending, their actual learning begins, because this is yet to be learned and you are putting a full stop, digging your own grave. There are loving people around you. See who can help you. Go beg them, request them. My dear husband, please correct my paper because I love you. My dear wife, go to them and tell them you deserve the best. Tell them I love you, so you should reciprocate. Give the same. You have to pay me in the same coin. How much I love you, the same amount of love you have to show on me. You have to shower me the same thing. Come on, I am studying this. You sit next to me and correct all my papers. I'll write and I'll give you. Find out as many mistakes as possible. Stop watching TV for one day. 1 hour or half an hour for me. I'm your father. I'm your mother. I'm your brother. I'm your sister. Go and ask them. Tell them, you demand from them because it is your right. It is my right to demand from you to do these things. I am demanding because I am your teacher. I love you. You have to give, reciprocate in the same style. Whatever I'm asking, more, whatever you are asking, I'm giving you. More than that, beyond the boundaries, I shower my love on you. Pay me back in the same coin. Do whatever I tell you. It is for yourself, not for me. I'm a very selfish person. Everything I do for my own glory, for my own victory, for my own success. I'm teaching you, I'm not doing any favor to you. I'm doing a favor on myself. Because every time I love you, I'll get love back. If I start loving myself, it is selfishly selfish love, but this is unselfishly selfish love. Because I know whatever I pay, it comes back to me in the same coin. I harm others, others harm me. I love others, others love me. Whatever I sow, so I reap. As I sow, so I reap. Better I do good to get good, rather than do harm and I get harm. And I will not allow anyone to tarnish my name. What do you mean by tarnishing my name? Because I have soldiers around me. If someone goes and says, Simon sir is not teaching well, is not doing this, is not doing this, there is an army of soldiers around you. They will tell you, no, Simon sir is not like that. I need not open my mouth. They themselves will tell, it's better you go and ask Simon sir. You ask him, he will help you, they will say. They bring people to me. I don't know. One lady today, I called her, she called me and she said, sir, wherever I go, I'll tell your name. I'm very happy. I'm really very happy. I don't know who the other person is, but my army is working. But I'm sorry to say, I cannot accommodate everyone. I have a limit. So if I'm helpless, excuse me. Because I cannot do justice to the people who already registered. Just for extra few bucks, I cannot neglect my children who trusted me and came. Maybe I'll get some extra bucks. But what happens? For those things, I have to neglect some people. Your time, I have to give others. Then what happens? I'll get a bad name. I don't want that. I don't want that. Fine. So, last one is my experience. Right from my childhood, I'm teaching. And I don't know, never teach. A teacher cannot stop teaching. An engineer can stop working. A lawyer can stop working. A doctor can stop working. Anybody can stop working. But a teacher will never stop working, because even he's about to die, he sees something wrong, something bad, he will go and teach them. Teacher cannot stop working, because daily it is his life and it is his breath. So that is what it is for me. And every time from morning 8 o'clock till night, sometimes 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, sometimes even 5 o'clock, I'll be awake. Maybe I'll sleep for 5 hours, but strong sleep I get, because I go to bed happily. Wonderful sleep. If somebody is crying, is painful, and is not happy, when I go to bed, I remember them, then I cannot sleep. And I call them and I ask them and I talk to them, and everyone is convinced, then I go to bed. I feel very happy for that. All right. So this is what about my qualifications. And one more thing I have to say. I am not only a master's in education, this is Indian qualification. Then the next qualification is I have completed my CELTA, very intensive course. There will be only 12 students in this course, 20 days, morning 9 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock, fully engaged, morning lectures, evening practicals. Morning we will be trained and evening we'll be training. Teachers teach us and we teach the students in the afternoon. And when should we prepare the lecture? When should we prepare lesson? We have to forego our sleep. Sometimes 2 or 3 days, I never slept. There were two native speakers, one from Britain and one from America. Both of them stopped the course in between. They were not able to take the pressure. They just left. Ultimately, there were only 10 at the ending. They dropped out. And out of those 10, 7 people were from Asia. 3 from India and others from nearby areas. So that's strong course. Very costly course. Certificate of English language teaching to adults, CELTA. CELTA is teacher training certificate. This is level 4 certificate. Level 4 certificate. What certificate you are writing is level 1 certificate. Just to test what level you are. And next one, there are many levels. Level 2 and level 3. Level 4 certificate. There are level 5 certificates also. That is Delta. Delta, like Bachelor of Arts and Master of Arts. Then here certificate of CELTA and Delta, diploma. That is even worse. Very difficult. It has 3 layers. Okay, fine. I did not have an opportunity to go for that, but I very surely I will go in the future. So that certificate I have, luckily. Right. So this is all about me. I'm for you, and I'm not proud. You make me proud. Your results make me proud, not my qualification. My qualifications are nothing for me now. My experience is nothing for me now. My education qualifications are nothing for me now because I don't have any use of them. Certificates are useful for gaining job. That's all. After that, it's your work that makes you stand in that place. Okay, that is it. Every day is a battle. If I don't teach properly, tomorrow everyone will go out of my sessions. If my teaching is good, double the strength increases. And once again, I thank you all. This is the first part of the session. What you are going to learn, how you are going to learn, what are the subjects, what is the style, you might have understood. So there are many different things I'm going to explain. The second part starts. Now, the course. The preparation course. Yes. The preparation course. Compartmentalized. 3 different areas. The first one is the practice. Regular practice. Second one is the lectures. Third one is the feedback. So first one is regular practice sessions. Second one is the lecture sessions. Third one is the feedback sessions. This is absolutely one-on-one, all of them. You are number of people here in front of me. But you are only one. This is only one-to-one. It is one-on-one. How can you say, sir, one-on-one, we are number of students here? Yes, it is one-on-one. It is one way. One way means I'm reaching everyone. One-to-one only. I am this side, you are that side. It is only one on the other side of the screen. Your screen and one this side of the screen. That's it. It is not you to me now. Lecture sessions are one-on-one sessions, only one way, one this side of the screen and one that side of the screen, your screen. Okay. Behind your screen, you, and behind this screen, I. One-on-one, absolutely one-on-one, because nobody is allowed to open your mouths. These are called lecture sessions because you'll be provided information, what to do, how to do, and why to do, and everything. Techniques, skills, lecture session. Lecture session happens when teacher is important. To teach what is important for the students, because student is very important, because he needs these things. Student-centered, learner-centered approach. I approach. What you require. Many people ask me, sir, explain skills. Give me tips in reading. Give me tips in writing. So whatever your demand, that only I'll give. I will not teach whatever you want. Many people ask me, give orientation sessions and tell us how we do. This is also on public demand, popular demand, not because I want to give. So number one, these are called lecture sessions. The number two. Now coming to number one. Number one is the regular practice sessions. 3 hours you have to give me for lecture practice session, regular practice session. 3 hours or even 4 hours. Listening 1 hour, reading 1 hour, writing 1 hour, and speaking 1 hour. I'm not like other places. I'm different. I am different. That's why you came to me. If I am same like others, if I am the same style, you will never come to me. I am something special for you. You realize that. That's why you came to me. And I need not tell that. And everyone vouches, accepts this point. I have to be different because you are special. You don't need ordinary things. You need special things, special qualities, special studies, special learn, special approaches, special techniques, special skills, special everything. Because every one of you is special. So you demand that your everything should be special. Because of your demand, I am trying to be special. I'm trying to be number one. You say your father number one, your mother number one, your sister number one, your job number one, you are number one, your dress number one, your food number one, everything you want to number one. Then don't you want your teacher number one? There I am. I want to be number one. I don't know whether I am number one or not. I am not at all any. I'm just a teacher. I'm trying to be number one. Definitely, your results will prove that I'm number one or not. Yes. If I can transform your grades, then you will dance with joy and you'll, from your lips, my name will come. You'll spread my name to the world. Yes, there is one teacher, maybe not the best teacher, but one good teacher, maybe not excellent teacher, one teacher who wants to train the students from the depth of the heart with a burning desire. You will vouchsafe. You will declare to the world. Yes. So regular practice sessions. So 3 hours individual for you and 1 hour for my chambers. Speaking chambers are there. I'll give a number of chambers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chambers are there. Maybe I'll give you 10 chambers. Okay. I give you a number of chambers. Okay. There will be interlocutors in those chambers. They are not teachers. Remember, they are not teachers. But them I have to, I am a teacher trainer. I am a teacher trainer. I trained my people. I trained my people as far as possible. I trained them. And they are only interlocutors. They are not your examiners. So don't think and don't ask them anything. Just I have given you this chamber so that you are practice, rehearse, experiment. So that when you come to me, you will not falter. You will not face any difficulty. You will have fluency. You will have accuracy as far as possible. That's it. Preparation only, that one. So somebody is going to ready to listen to you, record it, like how it happens. I'm following absolutely the OET pattern. So the interlocutor is there. You go there and raise your hand. They'll record you and they'll call you. They'll write in your notebook. Whenever you raise a hand, immediately your name, they will save their name and they'll write in their book. And accordingly, they'll tick mark if it is done. And the next number will be called. So one by one, they will call you. Don't trouble them. Wait for your turn. If you are waiting, practice on your own. Speak loudly. Practice. You have time to prepare. Mentally, you are getting ready. Think about words. Think about sentences. Think about vocabulary. Think about everything. Think about pronunciation. Okay, think about how to make sentences. Think about how to excel. Think about how to improve your quality. Everything. If you have 15 minutes waiting, no problem. You can go in another, all different rooms are there. Just raise your hand. Order will come. Wherever it's first, you go there. Finish it off. If by mistake anybody's number is missed, don't say, ma'am, I have, raise your hand again and say, just say, tell them, ma'am, next is my number, but you missed, I suppose. So can you call me next? And I'm watching there. I will follow it up. Don't worry. I'll say, call this person next because you have missed this number. I'm there. I'm watching everything. I'm watching everything. All the chambers are in front of me. And you know WhatsApp, the technology shows all the chambers here. Don't think that I'll miss everything. And all the audios are recorded from the beginning to the very end. Every audio. And it is put in the same group. You can, what do? You can listen to others' audios. And you can jot down some words. You can jot down some sentences. You can write some sentences there. You can, for example, somebody has spoken wonderful sentence. It's my pleasure to support you because we are responsible. And I want to tell you that you are in safe hands. Somebody has told this sentence. Write down that sentence so that you can use it next. Just don't see here and there and then afterwards just go for speaking. Do some background work. If I am in front of you, that means I have done a lot of background. 30 years of background work I have already done. What background work have you done? I'm speaking so fluently, continuously for so long. That means how much experience has gone behind this work. How much knowledge might have gone this work. So you, at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes waiting time, you can use there. You can use there. 6 rooms are there, morning 6 speakings, also evening 6 speaking. If you are very weak, go there, do double sessions in the room. I'm giving you, this is my gift to you. I don't need to accumulate wealth. Okay. I don't need all those things. I'm giving you back because you have shown me love. I'm giving the love back to you. You deserve it. If you are weak, don't hesitate. Go there, just raise your hand. No need to stretch your hand, just raise your hand. I need your attention. That is what it is. Then they will notice and write their name and then call you in your due time. Because there are some others before you. Okay. So participate. 1 hour every day. You participate in speaking sessions. 1 hour. That means 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. 6 speaking tests you do. For every 10 minutes, you do one speaking. Okay. Altogether, it is 30 minutes speaking you do. But during that waiting time, you prepare something 5 minutes before speaking. Or 10 minutes, but listen to others. Do whatever you want. Everything, the resource, the library is in front of you. Okay. Just listen to them, because on that particular day, there is only one card in that particular chamber. 6 chambers are there, 6 different cards are there. If you are going to speak that one, you are in the wait list, 3 people are there. So in that time, you see what all the other people spoke. Listen to them. There are already 3 audios, or 10 audios, or 15 audios, or 25 audios. What you do is just go there, open that, listen carefully, make some notes. Some people are there, just to go there, raise their hand, come back, do something. When the message comes, they'll call, they'll answer, finished. Lifestyle modification. That means you are a purpose. You are a person who is only for that particular time being person. Time being person. Time being. You don't want to stretch to the fullest. I love you. That means in every aspect of your life, you are a time being person. You are not a dedicated person. I'm talking you the same thing. If you are doing like this for this speaking, that means your life is like that only. You want to OET, you are coming for OET. You want to learn English, you are only learning English. You want to only learn vocabulary, you are learning that particular thing only. You don't want to excel. You don't want to show the fullest. You don't want to practice. Don't want to do anything. Just because son is crying, give something to him. Just because husband is doing something, he wants something, you are giving to him. Just because wife wants something, you are giving to him. Time being, time being, time being. Wants tea? Okay, give tea, finish. That is the difference. Okay? Give tea, sit next to your husband, next to your wife, next to your children, next to your people. Live fullest. When you are giving tea, be there. Together you drink tea. Full family. When you are eating, full family eat. Not while watching television. Just because you have to sit at the dining table together, you are sitting. No. Not like that. 100%. When you are doing something, 100%. When I am teaching, 100%. 100%. Come whatever may, nothing will distract. When you are sitting for OET, tell your husband, tell your children, tell everyone, no disturbance for you. They love you. They listen to you. They know that you are for a noble cause, not very cheap cause. And the noble cause is what? Noble cause is what? Learning English to your level best. You cannot perfect. You can to your level best. To your level best. Till where you can go, that far you can go. They will support you. They'll definitely support you. So these 3 hours time, lock yourself in a room. Lock yourself in a room. There are some people, employed housewives. There are some only housewives. There are some employed housewives. That means they have to do household work also. They have to do work also. Double duty they are doing. Look after the children and everything. And the husband says, whatever, I don't know anything. You do whatever you want. If you want to study after everything finished, then do it. Not like that. You have to do as a family because this is a noble cause. That's it. That 3 hours. Are you locking in a room from the beginning to the ending? Are you cut off from the world? I am cut off from the world. You know why I don't take sessions normally? Because I cannot. I cannot. When I take a session, I take 100%. I take 100%. Either it is morning or afternoon, evening or night. I take sessions number of times. Attend all the sessions because they mean a lot. Because what I am telling is very important. Many people think that sir is telling something. We know all these things. You don't know. You don't know that you have to lock your room. That is why you are not locking your room. Is that the respect you are giving for your preparation? Whose preparation it is? Is it somebody else? It is your preparation. That means you are not respecting your own self. You are allowing your children to disturb you, or you are allowing your family to disturb you, you are allowing sound to disturb you, you are allowing household work to disturb you, you are allowing work to disturb you. Everything is disturbing you. Then how can you study? How can you concentrate? How can you focus? Your mind is already boggled, you're tired, worn out, you're upset, you're tensed. When you come, children are crying. I don't know how you're going to manage. That's it. If at all you're employed people, dedicate 3 hours time. Planning, planning, planning is the first and the most important step to success. If you cannot plan, you cannot build a house. If you cannot plan, you cannot design a thing. If you cannot plan, you cannot plan your day. If you cannot plan, you cannot succeed OET. That's it. How are you preparing? No, sir, anytime I'm getting time, I'm sitting. No, there is no standard in your life. Lifestyle modification is required for you. Anytime is okay. That means you're an ordinary person. Okay, is ordinary person. No. This is my time. This is reading time. This is listening time. This is writing time. This is speaking time. This is my time. I have decided and I am ruling my time. You are not ruling. You are allowing circumstances to rule your time. Lifestyle modification is necessary for. I'm a language doctor. I'm telling you. You tell your patients lifestyle modification, smoking cessation, alcohol reduction. All these things I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Disturbance cessation. Yes. That's it. Problem reduction. That's it. Lifestyle modification. Organization, planning, devising, time. If you say 6 to 7 listening, only listening you do, that's all. 7 to 8 reading you have to do, that's all. 8 to 9 writing you have to do, that's all. No, sir, 7 to 8 I'll do listening, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 7 to 8 listening, 1 hour I'll take break, then after. Is this how OET exam is? Why they have given listening first and reading next and writing last? Why did they not give gap in between so that you can have some refreshments? There is a logic behind that. First listening is very easy because you need not work too much, just to focus. Then reading, too much focus. Writing, blasting your brains. So that means your brain is going elevated. Listening, little focus. Gear 1. When you go to gear 2 level speed, then automatically gear change to reading. That means your mind is ready for reading. Your mind is totally ready for reading. With 1 hour, you're focused on listening. Your focus is already established. And reading needs 200% focus of what you have put for listening. And writing needs 400% of listening and 200% of. It's gear 4, not 3. Gear 4. Because your mind should bring everything and it's productive. Listening is receptive. Half of the thing is already there. In writing, nothing is there. You have to bring out everything. In listening, just pick and choose and put. Ready-made food. Almost ready-made. Just to put it up. Heat it and eat. Finished. Just heat it. Ready to cook. No, nothing else. Just easy. So easy work you do first. Then you'll get energy. Then you can go for the hard work. That's it. So when you finish 1 hour, no, your mind will be awesome. It's already that depth you have gone. You have gone to that depth where you can do reading. Suddenly you take reading, blast. Your mind is not ready for reading. I'm telling you, I'm a teacher trainer. Exams are prepared on planning, not just like, why did not they give writing first or reading first? Why did not they give speaking and listening last? That's the rule. That is simple to complex theory, easy to difficult theory, known to unknown theory, all simple to complex theory. All the four theories are there in this planning. So plan this way. If you don't get, that's like the snap of your fingers, you'll get the score. You are not ready for reading and you are going for reading and just starting with reading. How can you expect? How can you expect? So you have to take the brain to that level where you can start reading. And writing, awesome. You cannot start writing directly like that. You have to go deeper so that you'll get diamonds. And you have to pick up those diamonds and you have to fix everything there. So you have to go a lot deeper. Okay, where you can control your steering wheel because you're in gear 4. If your control is not there in gear 4, you'll meet with an accident everywhere. Blast here, blast there, 100 blasts, hit here. At the end of the blast, when the vehicle comes to a stop, by that nothing is left, all pieces of your vehicle. And you are bleeding everywhere. That is what is happening in writing. You are not in that level focused to gain what is relevant, what is irrelevant, and what is not. Because you have to be in a higher level, 100 kilometer speed of the vehicle, and you are not able to control because you did not start from the very beginning from zero. You're just asking the neighbor to come out, and you are placing yourself in that seat. You are kicking that fellow there, and you are. Only an expert can. Running, bus catching is very difficult. You have to run even faster than that. Then only you can jump into the bus. Otherwise, you cannot catch a running train or a running bus because already it is running. Its speed is already increasing, and you have to increase your speed. And you have to run faster than the train, and you have to increase your speed also along. So that's it. Is not everyone can do that. You have to be an expert for that. You have to be a running champion for that. Are you a champion to go for writing directly? Practice from now onwards. And when you go for the exam, it will be perfected. So, suggestions are mine. Decisions are yours. You have the choice. Free will, whether to accept my suggestions or do as you want. Take it easy policy. Lifestyle modification. Take it easy policy. You are at a juncture. One way is take it easy policy, as you always do. One way is lifestyle modification. Lifestyle modification. When you get up, whenever I want to get up, I'll get up. No problem. When father wakes me up, I'll get. No, I'll exactly get up at 7 o'clock, finished. I'll sleep at so and so time. That means there is a standard in your life. There is a standard. You have a. No one can predict what you are. Then how can you predict what your exam results will be? Everything is interrelated. It's a complex web. The problem is in a mindset. Okay, that is what it is. Okay, fine. So the third one is regular practice sessions. 3 hours you have to give. 3 hours you have to give. Nothing more. Don't do 10 tests or 3 tests or 4. Some people say I did 2 readings, 3 readings, 4 readings. Don't do. Don't ever do. Unless the morning food is finished, mother will not cook again. The food is there still in the bowl and you are asking extra food. Mother says, eat it first. If you still want, I will give. Complete this first. You did not complete, only 28 marks you got and you are going for another test. Is it not meaningless rubbish? It's nonsense. I tell you frankly. No hard feelings because I only love you. Food is there still. You are throwing that one actually. Instead of eating that one, the 12 questions or 14 questions, 28 marks you got, you are not You're not even tasting that food. 12, 14 questions, not even touching them, just throwing them into the garbage bin and again going for a new plate, taking new food and again eating. Is it wise? Ask your people to correct your paper, and then what you do is replay the audio, erase all the mistakes. Before replaying the audio, erase all the mistakes. Rights, leave them right, because there is nothing to do with it. You already got it. Or if you have guts, erase everything. You already got the answer. Again, you'll get the answer. So no problem regarding. Sir, I already know many answers. So many answers, that is nonsense there. Already you have no problem. Do those questions which you don't know, no? And now test. So the earlier questions will be strengthened and the difficult questions will be easier now. Second round, you'll concentrate more on these answers because already you are lost. So you'll be very careful. You'll be very careful and you'll not try to miss. And your focus is only on these words, not on those words, because you already got 28 questions, your focus will be less. And you can focus more on these questions and concentrate. And do that second time. And ask your husband or wife to correct again. Then see the difference. This difference will go into the next test. Next test, instead of 28, you'll get 33 or 34. At least. Rapid transformation of your approach, vision, ideas, knowledge, approaches, strategies will be perfected here. You're learning the technique of how to catch the answer. Earlier, how to excuse the answer. Okay, finished. I have finished 10 tests, sir. I have finished reading, sir. I have finished writing, sir. Hand raised. I say, okay, very good. You are strong. And I said, okay, wait. One day I'll give you. Okay. You should know that somebody is telling good things. When you know only, then you'll respect him. Otherwise, well, who are you to say? Why you are telling all these things, you'll say. The problem is not at all your knowledge. The problem is not at all your accuracy. The problem is not at all your vocabulary, grammar. Not at all. The problem is you. You are standing in between your success. Your attitude is standing. Your ideas are standing. Your thinking is standing. Your style is standing. Your behavior is standing. Break the shackles. Break them up. Blast the wall. Hit it hard and come out of that one. Emancipate yourself. Means come out of, I am so and so. I am Simon. I am Peter. Forget that. Just say, I don't know anything. I want to learn many things. If you say, I want to learn, there is a chance you have to practice. That's it. Practice, practice, and practice. Change your style. Third one is the feedback sessions. So 3 hours over, 4 hours speaking finished. Okay. Many students are there who ask 1 month, sir. I want to come only 1 month, sir. Please, my seats are filled. No. Most will say no. Because that is not sufficient. You have to work a little harder. Okay. Right. Next one. Feedback sessions. So practice sessions is one-on-one. So number 1 is ruled out. There is no group session. Regular practice sessions, 3 hours, you lock down. Virtual lockdown. Nobody is demanding you. Virtual lockdown. You go. Go. Close the door. Tell everyone not to disturb. Not to disturb. Okay. Then start doing. Three hours. One and only one. There is no one-on-one also. It's only you. You are the king there. Do whatever you want. In the right way. At the right time. how it is to be done, not how you want to do, how it is to be done. So for example, some people say, sir, we are using on the laptop, sir, we are preparing from the laptop. No. Are you going to take computer-based test? You're going to take paper-based test. So why don't you do it on the paper? So why don't you do it on the paper? Yes. Why don't you do it on the paper? Take the printout. In the exam setting, how it is same like that you do. Because if you do like that, you will be practicing the test in the OET conditions. If you manipulate the situations and do however you want, it is artificial environment, and suddenly when you go to the natural environment, you cannot adjust because you are not habituated to exam environment. This is the main reason why most of the students are failing in the exam, because they are manipulating the conditions. They are watching the mobile, they are just seeing the mobile and answering case notes from the mobile and writing on the paper, and they are not writing in the answer sheet also. They don't want to write in the answer sheet. And they don't want to write in the answer sheet. They take some notebook and write it. They say, sir, everything will be in one place. No, sir. That means you cannot control, you cannot keep all the things in one place. Take a file, put all one by one into the file. Where will they go? Sir, papers will go here. Why will they go? Don't you have control? Don't you have that strong will? That means you are throwing here and there. So problem is not, problem is you. You cannot control your things. So, take the question paper, take the answer sheet, original, underline, write, erase, everything should be there. As you do in the exam, now you start doing in the real conditions, so that when you go into the real conditions, real exam, you feel that it is, you're already, you will get a feeling of examination here itself. In the real examination, you will feel that it's everyday cup of tea. So it's easy cake for you. Otherwise, here you see in the computer and there you do. Here you write in the paper, underline this, arrow marks, that and this. So there also you go and do. Here what you do? You push it up and down, get confused, panic. Then afterwards you don't do anything there. You are just totally new environment. Here computer up and down, but here paper. Here paper will be in front of you, all the 4 questions. 4 questions here, 20 answers here. Face down. Question paper will be face down. First paper will be your name and photo and signature. Last paper will be blank page for rough work. It will be like this. This is first page, this is second page, this is third page, and this is fourth page. So when you open it, keep it flat on the questions on the left hand side. Texts on the left hand side, part A. And an answer sheet also like this. Reading answer sheet. So first page, second page, third page, fourth page. First page, second page, third page, fourth page. So when you keep it here, so 2 pages this side, 2 pages this side. So text here, text B here, text C, text D here. Question 1 to 10 here, questions 11 to 20 here. Everything is in front of you. That is the environment. You are not giving you a chance of doing in the examination style. When I'm teaching, reading, I will show you what the official OET book says. Do it the OET way. Be a Roman in Rome. When you go to Rome and say, I am an Indian, they'll say, get lost. That's it. You cannot go to other countries and do whatever you want. Will you allow anybody to come into your house and do whatever they want? No. Be a Roman in Rome. In your house, you do however you want. Even in the house also, we cannot do. Sleeping only in the bedroom, you can sleep. If you sleep in the hall, your father or mother or brother or sister, go and sleep in the bedroom. Why are you sleeping here? This is not the place to sleep. Some people take food into the bedroom and they start. Father says, no, go to the dining hall and eat. This is bedroom. Don't spoil the decency and decorum. Do it the OET way. Because you are preparing for OET. What OET exam is like, similar fashion you rehearse and practice so that OET day, you are already exposed to the realistic OET testing pattern right from day one. That is what it is. Do it as it ought to be, not as you want it to be. Two different counterparts. That will lead you nowhere, that will lead you to success. So feedback session, last one. Feedback session is also one-on-one. I'll call you like the screen on the screen, either on Zoom, or I'll ask you to see your notebook and I'll correct here and you will correct there. That is one option. There are 3 levels of correction, actually, based on the level I'll give you. First one is correcting your papers on paper. I'll put a tick mark, underline, show everything, and I'll call you and tell you what are the mistakes. Only one person at a time. One person at a time. Either Zoom session or this one. Sometimes if paper is excellent, then I'll give you open session where others can and learn how it is. But only one person will be correcting and only one person mic will be open. All others will be muted. So next, I'll correct that style. Handwritten paper, I'll correct. Manuscript, we say that. Manuscript. Then second type of correction is, we'll take your handwriting and we'll ask you to type it, or we'll ask somebody to type it if you're a busy person. But there are many people who say, when we are typing that, sir, we are able to realize our mistakes, sir. Really, thank you very much, sir. But many people say, sir, I don't know typing, sir. I did not ask you compulsorily for you to type, but whoever is typing, they're getting a lot of wisdom because they are revisiting their work. When you revisit your work, you'll know where you are doing mistakes because you're not seeing it as a person who is doing it, but who is reviewing it. But as an outsider, somebody else has written, so you are checking like that one, and you are writing automatically that. Now your mind is free, you're not preparing anything, so your mind is working differently. Your mind is trying to type. That time you'll find out your mistakes, what you are doing. Okay. Because you're seeing it like a typist now, a person who is transferring, a person who is checking like that, and your vision will be different. Now you need not think like how to write, what to write. So your mind is free. So mind works in a different way. So you can check your answers automatically. Your self-learning, this is called self-learning. Self-learning, learning by oneself. Because you already know the knowledge, have knowledge, that knowledge you are going to use it. And you are going to check your own work. In the speed, in your tension, in your worry, in your speed, you did some mistakes. But when you are doing, you correct it. Spelling correction. Okay. Grammatical corrections, all you will be doing. So when you type, if you cannot type, please buzzer. Sir, I cannot type. And I will get it typed for you. I have some assistants who are typing them for you. But, and a big but is, you will lose the chance of thinking or revisiting your work. Revisiting your work. Okay. A gardener plants a tree. But when it grows, he revisits and cuts it and trims it and makes it beautiful. He cleans and he gleans everything, beautiful things he takes them, and the dirty things he remove, the weeds, cleaning, worms, cleaning, spoiled leaves, cleaning, everything. Yes, dying leaves, all these will be cleaned. Again, it will be colorful. Are you not a gardener of your own plant? Have you not sown this seed? Why do you want somebody and then benefit from it? It's not a matter of every letter I get it typed for 5 rupees. Every audio I get it typed for 10 rupees. You don't know. From your fees only I give employment to many people because there are many people who needs employment. Freelancers, I'll give them, they'll type and give it to me. No problem. They are getting benefit. But why do you want others to benefit from your own work? Okay. So then, next, third one. So feedback sessions. This is the feedback. I'll call you different feedback, writing feedback, reading feedback, listening feedback, speaking feedback. I'll give you, whenever opportunity is there, I'll give you feedback, why you are doing these mistakes, all these things. In the lecture session, I'll tell you how to read, how to listen, techniques, strategies, approach, everything I tell you. You have nothing role in that one because you don't know. So I'm teaching you one way. You have no role here. Only to ask some doubts at the end of the session, question answer session. If it is not clarified to you, I have 30 years of experience. I already can imagine because already many students before you had asked the same questions. Already they are written and kept. So based on that one, based on my knowledge, what the questions will be asked, I will answer the questions even before you ask. I will not give a chance for you to ask questions. Ready cooked food, nutritious food, vitaminous food, I'll give you. So don't worry. Then feedback session, I'll take that audio, I'll take that letter, I'll take your writing response sheets, I'll take that reading, listening response sheets, and I'll put them in front of you and I'll call them, I'll correct them, I'll take the Zoom session or I'll correct them in front of them and I'll tell them on phone, WhatsApp, different IMO, many applications, any way possible. They will be in touch with the same medium. I will not call them because I don't remember which medium they are using. So they will call them in their own way and I have everything ready for me and I will attend each and every one. So when I give feedback, I will tell you, these are rights, these are wrongs. I will not tell the correct answer. If I tell you the correct answer, what is the use? You take the answer sheet and you only correct now. Because you want to know the answer. You don't want to learn the answer. There's a lot of difference between knowing the answer and learning the answer. If you know the answer, you will never learn. You have closed your way of learning opportunity. And again, you want to get more marks. You already closed your chance of learning. Keep it open, my dear, because where you are ending, actual learning starts there. Because that is the area where you have never treaded or trod. You have not stepped there. That is an alien land for you. That's an alien land. My students, I tell them, learn vocabulary, learn synonyms, learn antonyms, learn grammar. Then they will go and learn. And nowadays they are getting good results, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, some even 40. And by the time of examination, they may get 42 also, 500 marks. They will get some of them. You put your 100% attention, you can get 500 marks also. There is no chance. Absolute score you can achieve, no problem. Try your level best. Okay. Try your level best. Undivided attention. Write down. I want your undivided attention for all the three things. What do you mean by undivided attention? For example, I have seen many students. When I am giving feedback, their daughter or son is next to them. And I hear them talking. Why are you becoming helpless? And you have people around you to take care of everything. Don't you trust them? Or don't they help you? You are a family. Your family members can support you. Request them. Fall at their feet, no problem. Fall at their feet. They are your people. No problem. There is no new person. You really love them. You can fall at their feet. No issues. They are not different from you. They are there. They are your blood. Do whatever you want. If you fall at their feet, what are you losing? You're only gaining. You're making the other person's heart crumble into pieces. The most arrogant person also will say, okay, I will do this for you. You are the victor here. I'm telling you. See from a different angle. If you fight with them, you have to do, I am struggling here, I'm doing work, I'm doing kitchen work, I'm doing housework, I'm taking care of the children. Why don't you support me? It's not your responsibility. Don't fight with them. If you fight, you will be the loser. You will lose and your entire family will lose. And you are the beginner of the destruction. Don't start, don't ignite, which is unwarranted. Because you are playing the game of a spoiled sport. The family itself may be ruined. Instead, no need to fall at their feet. Take their hands. Take their hand into your hand. Sit them. Look into their eyes and tell them, my dear husband, my dear wife, my dear brother, my dear sister, my mother, my father, please help me. I don't know what to do. If you can support me, I can win this. I don't want to fail. And in my success, you will be a part. Just need to catch their hand, that's all. Look into their eye, that's all. They'll break into pieces. They'll break into pieces. Nothing is as powerful as love. Love wins the world. Fight destroys the world. Do you want to become a unifier or do you want a divider? Yes. Mother Teresa became great because she loved people. Undivided attention. Every patient was rotting on the streets. Mahatma Gandhi became great. Great people are great not because of selfishness, because of love. When you are not able to achieve something, that means you do not have sufficient amount of love in your heart. You have love 100%. Everything you will win. You will win your boss. You will win even your enemy. Just go to your enemy and say, I am sorry. I should not have shouted at you. He started the quarrel, no problem. I'm sorry. I should not have shouted at you. You were angry and you shouted at me. You abused me. But I should not have shouted at you. You are my friend. I should not have done that one. Please forgive me. He will hug you and he will give a smack on your cheek because he is your friend. Love wins the enemy. Fight or argument breaks anything. Even the person you love will start hating you. You start it. You do it and see the difference. I'm giving you that. So in the feedback session, once again, I'm telling you, I'll give personalized sessions. Everything is one-to-one. Everything is one-to-one. Don't be in an imagination that I'm teaching everyone. Everything is in front of you. Regular practice sessions, 3 hours will be one-to-one. You're going for the speaking 1 hour session or whatever it is, they're one-to-one. You'll have only one interlocutor. Real experience I'm giving you, okay? Real experience. In the same way, how they record, I'm also recording. How they take, I will take it and explain, analyze you. I'll discuss with you back. Okay, I'll show you what your mistake. Even in your speaking, I'll show you what your mistakes are. But your kind cooperation is required. Every word, every sentence, I'll show you. Even in speaking, I have shown for many students. I cannot teach everyone every day, but I can teach one person one day, and everyone can learn from everyone's mistakes, so that everyone will avoid what others do mistakes, and they can improve quality. All the good sentences from everyone will use, and all the bad sentences from others will remove, and all the others vocabulary we use, and everything. Pronunciation we catch from others. When you start listening, automatically your pronunciation improves. So second one, lecture session. This is what it is. Orientation session is a lecture session, and nobody speaks in between, and I'm explaining everything to you, and that is one way. So it is one-to-one only, because you're not listening to with anybody else, and nobody is distracting, and it is only one-to-one. It's not a group session, because you are the only one, and I'm the only one in front of my screen, and only one in front of your screen, and I'm talking to each and every individual, and only my voice is going to into your ears. There's only one way, not even one-to-one. Right. Number 3 is the feedback session. Feedback session, what happens? One-to-one I call. Only one-to-one. I'll not call many people. Many times I call, and then I'll take, sometimes in the beginning I'll take 1 hour or even 1.5 hours. Afterwards it will go down to 45 minutes. Then in the final stage, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, many people will finish. Because there are no mistakes at the end of the day. So why should I worry? I say no mistakes. Okay. So all the 3. Many people asked me, is it group sessions? No, it is not group session. It's one-to-one. Everything is in front of the entire preparation course is in front of. Oh, sorry, my screen I missed. See, mistakes happen anywhere. Okay. Mistakes happen. I did not even notice, because all the time, 90% of the time I closed my eyes, because I had to focus number of things. So I did not notice. Just now I saw the screen, and I saw that it is preparation. A is missing. So if a lecturer, I am making a mistake, then what about you? You are learners. I'm a lecturer of 30 years of experience. I made a mistake, and I did not even notice that I made a mistake, because I did not revisit that word after writing. That is what happens. That is what happens. Just to tell you, I was seeing that when I noticed that A was missing. I'm a master, and I proclaim that I'm a grandmaster for you. I'm making mistakes. That means to err is human, to forgive divine. That means mistakes are common. But a wise man will revisit his mistakes and correct himself. Correct himself. I cannot say, oh, in my speed, I did a mistake. No, I am saying the word was there in front of the screen. All the people will look for years together, and they say, Simon sir has written spelling mistake. But they will not say Simon. They'll say, see, Simon sir has written a mistake. They will say, definitely they will say, this video is there on the YouTube. Definitely everyone will say. I cannot wash my hands off. I have to shoulder the responsibility. Yes, I did a mistake. And the biggest mistake is I did not check it before posting it, before putting it on the screen, enlarging it. I have to accept. And next time, I have to, of course, in my speed, I did it. But yes, I was not wise enough to revisit the word and check it. Now I corrected it. If I had seen it 1 hour before, this word would not be there for all 1 hour there. It was showing my carelessness, of course. Definitely, I have to accept the fact. I was a bit careless for just one moment, and the scar is there forever on the YouTube. That is the penalty of carelessness. This is a live example. And then why don't you check your spellings? Why don't you check your spellings? You have to. Yes, this is the second session, second part of the session. This is regarding the orientation session. Now I am going to unmute. And whenever anyone comes to my chamber, please, I want to know you by your two names. All of you. I want to know you by your two names, because sometimes double Vinces will be there. Okay. Sometimes double names will be there. Okay. Two names. There may be two Priyas. Okay. There may be two Shilpas. There may be two Deepikas. Okay. There are two Deepikas actually. Yes. In our group. Okay. Right. Like that, there may be many. Okay. There were three Saumyas at a time. One from Muscat, one from Qatar, and one from India. Three Saumyas were there. So like that. So write your names. When you come, before entering, you type your name and come. Don't write D64357A. Don't write, okay, different Lenovo or Samsung. I don't want to see all those things, because that is what I want. Because suddenly I want to see. I don't know who this D64357A is. Okay, so what you can do is, you can just, okay, I'm sending you a direct message. You can send me a direct message so that I can change your name like this. Okay, name. It's okay. Name, please. It will help us to understand one another, who is there. Okay, I will be aware of it. So I should be a master of everything. I should know who is attending my sessions, who is not attending my sessions, and all these things. Okay, type your name, no problem. First class, you don't know, so we'll keep it. Two names. First name, Bitty Thomas. Very good, Bitty. I appreciate. So now what I'll do is, I'll just rename you. Okay, Bitty Thomas. That's it. Finished. There is a matter. So simple as that. Okay, everyone is a special person. Why should we not be named by our name? That is the point. Very good. Everyone others, because you are regular students, you follow by the rules and regulations. It is good for us. Okay, now coming to this. Okay, next one. So those who are attending the session, you can type your name like that. Okay, no need to type every time. Only today you type. So whenever you come, you can write. Okay, fine. So every session is very valuable, because there is something called reading between the lines. There is reading between the lines. Reading between the lines means what is there is there, but you cannot understand it because there is some deeper meaning in that one. For example, I said read between the lines. Reading between the, what is this reading between the lines? In between the lines, what will be there, sir? Only empty space will be there. Yes, empty space will be there, but there is something called logic, reasoning, comprehension that you have to understand. That is what is important. I tell you, this is the stem, this is the root, these are the branches. What, sir, you are talking reading? You are saying stem, read, you are saying branches, you are saying root. What is this, sir? You are saying first quarter, second quarter, first half, second half, first quarter, last quarter, first third, last third, intermediary third, initial, medial, final. What are all these things you are telling, sir? Then when you attend these sessions, I will show you top left corner, bottom, all these things. Okay. So I'll tell you markers. Markers means what? If I say markers, I have to show you markers. You should know that that is marker. What is a demonstration? Demonstration. What is demonstration? How do you know what is demonstration? If I say personal pronoun, what is personal pronoun? I have to show you there. What is the relation, personal pronunciation? What is the relation there? What is the subject of verb agreement? These are called reading between the lines. He have many books. He has many books. Now, you have written he has many books. Subject verb agreement, third person singular. What is third person singular? What is third person? What is singular? Okay. So I have to show you all those things. If I show you all those things, it will be easy for you. See, I did not put anything here. I just showed orientation session and I took an empty slide and I have put the 3 words on that one. And everything is reading between the lines only for you. And nothing is there what I taught you on the screen. That is called reading between the lines. Only one point I took and I explained half an hour how regular practice sessions are. It's not doing some magic there. You have to know everything just by some minute fact. Okay. My concept was only to explain that this is one-on-one session. That's it. I hope you can understand. And when I am teaching a lecture, dare not miss my lecture. Because you lost a lecture, you lost something very valuable. Because my lectures will never be repeated. Don't think that orientation, this session will be like this, another orientation that will be different. Definitely, it will not be the same. Because I speak from my experience, not from slides. I speak the fact of life, not limited things, because you are my precious pearls. You're another feather in my cap. You are my success. Everyone lives on their own, but a teacher lives through his students. For an engineer, a bridge. Bridge is inanimate. It cannot speak anything. Okay. But for a teacher molds the lively people, animate people. They have brains, they have minds, they have goals, they have behavior. It's very easy to build a bridge, but it's very difficult to mold a personality. Now everyone is under my control. I'm shaping your mindsets. There are many students just because, sir, your group is very difficult, sir. Never, sir, I have attended many sessions, sir. But in our group, the activity is so wonderful, sir. No group has such type of activity, sir. That is it. And I am initiating that. I'm just lighting a candle and everything is going on. And I'm watching every second, because if I am not the driver, if I am not the pilot, there is confusion everywhere. From the teacher, from the interlocutor, from the students, from the subject, from the testing, from the feedback, from the practice, anybody, anything, anytime, anywhere, they're sitting and they'll call me and I am operating from here, because the main switch is in my control. I can stop any chamber. I can stop any group. I can stop classical corrections now. I can remove anybody. I can put anybody there. And I can allow anybody to add students. I can stop them also to add students. I have all the buttons. I am the pilot. I am the commander. You are my soldiers. I'm training you properly. You follow my directions, you'll be safe. When I say fall down on the ground, fall down because people are throwing bullets from the other side. Because I'm seeing from a high place. You're not able to see. You're marching forward. Enemy is hiding there. I can see from there, but you cannot see. You're moving forward. I say, fall down on your walkie-talkie. And you fell down. One stupid fellow, he did not fall down. And the bullet struck him. And because of him, other people who are attacking also, they have to stop their march. They have to carry him back to safety until he is put it into the medical chamber or under the care of doctor. So not one person lost. Because of him, the 3 people who are carrying him also are gone. So power is reduced there. So when I say something, do it, do it. When I said don't do it, don't do it. I told you when they came into the chamber, don't write anything in the chat box. You sincerely followed. If you write something, others will be distracted. When you started writing names, automatically everyone started attention there. So this is called divided attention. They're listening to me, but they'll be seeing those things because those icons will be moving forward there. So distraction. You're in a depth thinking. Suddenly that comes out. You're distracted. Part of your mind went there. You're not 100% there now. So that's why I don't tell you don't write anything. Only when I tell you, you have to write. That's it. Fine. Now, how many of the students have first time? Okay. First time. Many students have attended many of my sessions. There are students who have been there for 2 months also. But this session, they are listening to the first session. They have heard different orientation sessions also. But this session, they are hearing for the first session. Now, first experience. Because I taught everything is new only here. What all I told you is everything new here. Then you say, if it is a first experience, say yes or no. You have already told, sir, or we got this experience somewhere else, sir. Then you say no. If this is the first experience, what all I taught you is the first time you are hearing all these things. Then you write yes. Come on, your time starts now. I'm giving 30 seconds. Write yes or no. No need, sir, also. Write yes or no. I did not ask you to write, sir. No need of formality. I told you already. Be as up to the point. I told you to write yes or no. Only 2 words. Either this or that. That's it. All of you write out. All of you. Whoever. One thing you have to write. Yes or no. That's all. There is no other option. So the next question is, earlier your perception of reading, your perception of listening was different. I don't know how it was. But now it is transformed. Definitely. It is transformed. Definitely. Okay. Fine. Right. So you perform. You now onwards. Now I'm going to ask you. I have taught many things. I told you, write your test in the OET step. Practice test also in. Sir, now no problem, sir. We'll do like this. In the examination, we'll write nicely now. Here only you're not able to write. In the examination, suddenly how you can write? Here only you don't know how to do perfectly. How you will go there and do perfect? Spelling, sir, don't worry about spelling. I will write in the exam. I'll check, sir. Now I don't have time, sir. Here only you don't have time. How you will have time there? In the tension, in that worry, in that, fire. You cannot. So now I'm asking you to write. What is that? What is that you have to write? Number 1. New things you have learned. New things you have learned. So if you are writing, write down. Okay. You're writing, write down. Okay. Number 1, number 2, number 3. What new things you have learned, write down. If you have learned how to attempt the test or how to plan your things or how to, do the test or how to correct your test, will you correct? I will, from next time I will onwards, I will not correct, sir. You have opened, I have been an eye opener for you. I have opened out your eyes. Earlier you did not see this because nobody told you. But now I told you. Actually you are wise, you could have done that. Okay, you did not know. I am trained. I am a master. Masters in education. So, I'm telling you the secret. Don't do 10 tests. Don't do the second test. Do the first test only. Revisit the first test. In my style, what I told you. Okay. What I told you. Spelling mistakes, write 10 times. Okay. Learn the spellings, learn the vocabulary, check the pronunciation, practice. Make somebody else to correct you. Whatever you learned, you felt, you remember, recall, revisit, retained. Use your memory and write points. Recall, because these are going into our grand gallery. And I did not invite anybody. I did not invite anybody because you are my children. Only you. For you only, I'm putting in the YouTube. You can, if you have missed the session by any chance, okay. B.T. Thomas, I learned how I should plan and attend. How should is question mark, how I should is answer. Should I is question, I should is answer. So this, okay. So it should be a full stop. Full stop means I should. So how to practice OET? Practice is a noun form, Sajay. Practice is a noun form you wrote, but it is to practice is a verb form. Practice is CE, but practice is SE. So verb is SE. You wrote with verb, to infinitive, to verb, 2 plus V1. V1 means verb. So to practice, SE, to practice. See, this is what reading between the lines. I told you to infinitive. So to along with the word, verb is practice, practice, to same pronunciation. But CE should not come with 2. SE should come. Okay. So that's the point. So here Maunika also wrote the same thing. CE, how to study, focus, practice. Not CE, SE. Practice is noun. Okay, good practice. Without it too. Okay. Next, come on, write down, write down. No need to say what I told you. Okay, you just can go ahead. You just can go ahead. What you learned. Recall all these things. Make it a standard. Everyone in your family should know that this is your study time. And when you are going to your study room, it should be like prayer. Work is worship. For me, work is worship. I am here. I am here. Sitting in front of you, know how this is my passion. Nothing will distract from me. Neither phone or anything or anything. Everything. You want success? This is the style. Turn your tables. If you have no plan, plan it perfectly. If you have no style, style it perfectly. If you have no time, make time. If you are not printing out the papers, print out the papers. If you are checking the papers, don't check the papers. If your husband or wife or somebody is not checking your papers, make them do it. They love you. You have the power. You are a powerful family member in your family. But don't say you must do it. Say please do it with love, with smile, with affection. He or she is your darling. Whether your husband or brother or your brother or sister, everyone is a darling. A piece of your heart. Yes. Blood relation. If they don't consider you, then who will consider? Write all your points, because whatever points you are writing, others will not write. Whatever others are writing, you will not write. So maybe some people are missing new points. You are talented in one way. You got 1 point what I told you. Others are talented in another way. Others caught that one. Others have pronunciation problems. So they think about pronunciation. They say talk. They catch those pronunciations because they catch them only because they need them. Some people need vocabulary, so they catch vocabulary related. Some people they have family problems. The family things will come. Some people have love, so they catch love words. So whatever words you write, you get, because everyone, all the fingers are not one and the same. So every finger has to take the role, and ultimately at the end of the time, end of the session, all these two together becomes a hand. One is a pointing finger, one is a thumb, one is the thumb, one is the pointing finger, one is the middle finger, one is the ring finger, and one is the little John. So 5 fingers. Every finger has its own different role. But when all the fingers come together, it is called grip. It is called fist. It is resemblance for power. So we are powerful because we are 5 different people here. We are 5 members here. One person is thumb, that is grammar. One person is pointing finger, that is vocabulary. Another person is middle finger, that is pronunciation. Another person is ring finger, that is organization. Another person is little John, that is planning. Simon's left hand rule. Then all of you together, we become powerful. Don't think that I need not write, others are writing. If you have stomach pain, you have to eat your own tablet. When you eat your tablet, everyone in the family will be happy. If you are troubled, everyone will be upset. You are spoiling the family. This is a group. If you are not writing, you are making other persons to miss the knowledge and the points which only you are capable to give to the group. And why are you depriving the group of the quality which they should get from you? Only you take and don't give. There are some people who say, this is our Telugu proverb. Say, my inti koste em testav, me inti koste em istav. That means, when you come to my house, what will you bring? And when I come to your house, what will you give? This fellow will never give. He's only a take. This fellow is only a beggar. He's not a generous person. But a generous person, when somebody comes to our house, he gives. And a general person, when he goes to somebody else's house also, he takes gifts. A generous person is rich. A generous person is full. A generous person is living. A generous person is, extraordinary, awesome, wonderful, amazing, inspiring, loving. All the positive things will be there when he has one positive quality. One positive quality, if a person has, automatically everything will be positive. A good behavior person will always be good. His behavior will be good. His timing will be good. His punctuation will be good. His pronunciation will be good. Everything will be good. Not good, excellent. One drawback is there. Because of that, everything will go wrong. Because everyone will be pointing only that wrong thing. For example, if a person is careless, they say he's careless. He's careless, that's why he loses his marks. He's careless, that's why he will not succeed. He's careless, that's why he will not get up early. He's careless, that's why he will not respect his father. He's careless, he will not prepare. He's careless, He will not give importance to himself. He is careless. He will not sleep early. He is careless. His life is spoiled. He is careless. He will not gain respect from the society. Yes. Now the next question is question answer session. Q&A. Question answer session. Yes. Now, if you have any questions, you can write in the chat box. Okay. Number 1. And I'm unmuting you also, everyone. So be careful of your background. You have to control unnecessary sounds. I don't want. Only to those whom I give permissions, they can unmute. I have given opening for everyone. Anybody can open, but only when I tell you, because I don't want any disturbance anywhere. Okay. Right. If anybody has any doubts, okay, first thing is you have to write there. If you have shy or if you feel shy or some problem opening up, you can type there. But I want you to be open and friendly. Everyone is good here. So what you can do is you can raise your hands if you have any doubts. If you have any doubts, you can raise your doubts. Almost always, every doubt I clear. But still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. If you feel otherwise, also you can ask me personally later, no problem. But feel free, because if you have problems and you cannot move forward, because that will be blocking you every time. Okay. So you can raise your hands if you have any doubts regarding what I told you. Regarding what I told you, regarding what I taught you. If anywhere, any doubt you have, you can feel free and raise your hand so that I can give you the mic and we can discuss on that particular topic. Okay, fine. Think about that one. Others, you can write your points, whatever you have in the meantime. Okay. Now let's start with the old students. Romila.
Hello, yes, sir. Good evening.
Romila, the mic is all yours for 1 minute. Whatever you want to talk, the platform is listening to you. From today's session, okay, regarding today's session, okay, orientation session, okay.
Sir, it is very nice session. Actually, sometimes we are very much distracted because of our duty timings. But whatever I learned today, that we need to focus and fix the hours, dedicate these hours only for the 3 modules. So that is very nice. I will try my best to do that one.
Okay, good. Next. Nusrat. Jyoti Sridhar.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, dear. Yes, please.
It's my immense pleasure to introduce my to thank sir for giving me an opportunity to speak about this lecture. I'm really grateful to you, sir, that you have opened up our eyes, like how to practice and who has to correct, and how to catch up the vocabulary, daily practice spellings, and search for new words. And I think in my daily practice, I will make it a point that whenever I do reading or listening, take up hard words and find out synonyms, and practice more, and to achieve the goal, not just to pass the exam, but I want to learn English and master it. So that is my aim. And I really thank you for your precious time, sir, for giving this lecture to us.
Thank you very much. Vignan.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Vignan. Yeah, it is your turn now. Okay. Romila. Romila. Hello, Romila. Okay. Ajish. Ajish. Envy. Allowed everyone. Bincy Robin.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. It's my immense pleasure to share my views on today's feedback session. I'm really thankful to sir for giving such a excellent session. It helped me a lot to focus on my goal, and it helped me to learn how to be completely dedicated if I want to reach my heights. And I think I will make it a point.
Yes. What happened? What's happening? Yeah, Bitty. Okay.
Good evening,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, good evening, Bitty.
Okay. Sir, I'm really thankful for you. You have given me an opportunity to learn this. And this is my first time experience that I have been attending a lecture like this. And I have learned a lot of things in this 2 hour section. Like you have said that practice in the regular basis for 3 hours continuously we have to say. Earlier I used to sit like after listening, then take a break, then like that has been done. What you said today, it's like really right, like what we have to do in the exam, like that only we have to practice in the home or in wherever we are, and how to practice, what time we have to manage, and what how we have to motivate ourselves, how to correct the answers, like time management, and what are the feedbacks so everyone is giving, and we have to listen to them also in the meanwhile when while speaking and all the speaking section. Like there are a lot of things, sir. I can't say that in small words. This is little. There are more words we have to tell you about that, and I'm very thankful for giving this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Sajay.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, dear.
Sir, actually, I would like to thank you for the wonderful section. I was a little bit confused how to plan my schedules. like in between busy schedules, I will be coming back on after shift but, late. In between, I get calls. So, like you said, I will plan my level best. I will to schedule the learning section one by one, and I will try my level best to achieve the goal. And I'll keep on disturbing you because I'm really new to this, and I really need your support. Thank you.
I want to ask you one question. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
think you can disturb me?
That's a big question from your side, but I
Do
will keep
you
on doing
think
it.
that I get disturbed?
That I don't feel right, but I keep on uh, keep on asking few questions, and
So there is no disturbance
I
between.
will always be behind you. That's the right word.
Yeah, that is fine. That is fine. Okay, fine. Then next one, Shilpa. Hello, Shilpa. Okay, Ajish. Ajish.
Hello.
Yeah, Ajish.
Yes, sir.
The mic is all yours.
But but I am not hearing well, sir.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay. Anybody else I missed? Anybody else I missed? Anvi Jacob. Anvi Jacob. So if you have any comments, you can write in the chat box. Last 1 minute, I'm leaving. So you can comment there regarding your feedback for the session. How you felt? Was it beneficial or not? Okay, 1 or 2 sentences just so that we'll wind up the session. I'm giving you just 2 minutes. In the 2 minutes, you're supposed to end. Last 1 minute. Yes. So that was the end of the session. That is the end of the session. And we'll take leave. Fine. Yes. Good night.